Up for a spot of action?
Yeah, man. What are we doing?
I hope they get locked up for good. That is irrelevant. I'll still enjoy the scan.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the BBB is a shadow of its former self. To come through, used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when national media has been fake propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of elimination for their citizens.
This aggro shit is just... What? Breathe. Just breathe.
Let's lock down this vehicle, just to be safe.
Happened. One was
Searching for the one who hacked this vehicle.
How rude.
Zombie.
Watch yourself.
Oh no!
That's disconcerting. Lock it down. Find the person responsible for this.
That's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to get your message to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So like, you know, you remember Out on the Edges, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were... victims of violence when in fact they weren't, or they were victims of insurgent forces when in fact they weren't.
The news isn't neutral, it's a battleground. Here's media researcher and academic.
the media has, of course, been
I could put something here. Ah, just what I needed.
I can't believe Albion had the brass to spatter their propaganda all over Buckingham Palace. When this is all over, maybe there'll be a knighthood in it for me. Sir Bagley has a ring, doesn't it? Feel free to use it anytime.
Not acting like myself? Of course I'm myself. I've always been myself. Even in my most arrogant, nihilistic, narcissistic form, I am myself. You know this. And you just know it's not personal. Yes, I'll admit, I'm particularly obstinate and a tad alcoholic when work has me on edge, but I am a high-functioning obstinate alcoholic.
I heard something over...
Watch out, there's an active shooter!
Wait, what was that?
Look out! It's the gun!
It's okay.
Run! My boy, don't do it!
No, please!
Hold it! What was that? I've had enough of this. Lock down that drone.
Oh, hey!
And I guess it just hit off. Too well, actually. Fast forward a couple of hours, and his bollocks are on fire. Pulling the chili in the sauce. You're still there, yeah? So now he's deep search. And legend is give us a look for
Find the requested information. Bloody hell! Calm down. Put the piece away. Right?
Seriously, no, hold on.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
They've got a weapon!
No, listen.
Brave, all right? Just give me a minute.
You don't strike me as the kind of person who waits for someone to come save them. You ready to fight for freedom?
Hang on, are you dead sick? If you are, I need help with something.
That's what we're here for. What's going on?
I think Albion poisoned me. So basically, I was a worker in their warehouse. I started getting headaches, no big problem, but soon blood came out of my ear. I stopped right away.
I'm really sorry to hear about that.
I filed complaints, but the government says insufficient evidence to investigate. Suspicious, right? How are they supposed to get evidence if they do not investigate?
Certainly sounds like Albion has the government by the short ears. Don't worry, we'll look into it for you.
key role in methods of state control. I think what's happening now is perhaps even more concerning, where you previously, in pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in the media, but now with the GBB, you're really only seeing one brand of news and therefore only getting one truth. So people end up with a very biased and controlled idea of the reality in this world that we're living in.
Those who do not obey Albion orders are subject to arrest. Investigating disturbance. Target malfunction.
Behavior, initiate lockdown. To the source, mate. What's that? What's up?
Are you concerned about the increased Albion presence in London?
Who is it? You got a military dictator. Over to them fascist pricks and we there.
For fuck's sake! They got all...
Instructions while passing through the checkpoint. Those who do not comply with the sun.
Suggest using the road?
Vehicle acting up. Shut it down.
Search the area! Someone tagged this vehicle!
I want that inspected. Lock it down.
Right, let's spread out and look.
All right. Who's there? The longer you draw it out, the worse it will get. Hold still during the scan. Come with me.
No, wait a minute. This is a mistake.
This is an Albion checkpoint.
Yeah, fuck off. Ah, you know it. No. Yeah. Someone gonna keep me shot. Huh? Oh, what's that? Oh, fuck.
She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible, and she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people that I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some ways. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it a better place for us to
All
live.
units.
If you say
Possible
so.
suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Received. We'll engage
Join us for our series, Born in Limbo. What lies ahead for little Vicky Pulowski, as we explore the plight of children born to undocumented parents. Tonight on GBB.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley
Acceptable.
Nothing any longer. Get in. Stop it. We must do.
Professional activists could bring some structure and organization. Nice find.
Save the homeless. Not fascism.
That's it.
Hey, rich people. Forget it. Oh,
Yeah. Brilliant. Keep going, mate.
Pretty much get everything right first time.
Absolutely.
Do you have any idea why?
You will need to break you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Brilliant.
Control,
Thanks.
we're pursuing the suspect.
it's been trained on a huge amount of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work.
I'm
I mean,
putting
we
an
don't
end to
really
this.
know that much
Over.
about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house,
No sign
it
of the
can
target
predict
yet.
when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit
Suspect is
terrifying.
gone.
I wonder
Issue
what
an
I could actually make it do.
The bug. Objective voice. Of objection for a most objectionable word. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of Saturn to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Cannot, but what is reality anymore? Alex, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS.
All right? I noticed you had an operative that's been in hospital for some time. I looked into it, had a chat with the doctor in charge. Our kid's been put in a coma, mate. I don't know why.
And?
Doctor wouldn't say any more. She does know our kids were DedSec, though. She wants to talk with you lot directly. I'll send you her info. Time to save one of your own.
I might get one then.
How you doing?
Shit gets worse all the time. DedSec Toronto's gone.
Define gone.
I mean, they're fucking gone. They've been arrested for the embassy bombing, all of them.
Jesus.
If you think this is just bad now, it could still get a whole lot worse if you don't get Malik.
Seriously, what is going on? Hey, let's all just stay calm. Oh, people are just trying my patience.
Seriously serious. All right.
over the last year. Albion is working for you.
House for the homeless!
Criminal! Murderers! Leave them alone! Can't make ends meet! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
You the one looking for dead sec?
Dead sec? Are you serious?
Let's just say I know all kinds of people. Wagwan.
Okay, here's the thing. My friend and I joined up with this activist, but she's escalated her protests. Now she wants to kill people to send her message home.
What you mean?
The activist took my friend and is holding her hostage. Please, help her before something happens.
No problem. We'll figure it out. I'll pass on the message.
Albion out!
You got anything, Bugs?
Yes, it checks out. SMS history corroborates what they told us, and I've been able to trace the location of that last text message to its sender.
We gotta see about this.
Pushing the coordinates now.
There's something over there. Someone must be out there. I hear something. On the right-hand side. Save the NHS!
Sweep the area, even if it's a false alarm.
Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere.
Begin our search.
No sign of them yet.
Give it up! This is getting you nowhere!
Uh-huh.
Wait, what was that noise?
Nothing. Resuming regular patrols.
I definitely heard something. Ah!
Hold on.
Shotgun specialist in the... Shit! Staying down!
Sending location on the 1033. Advised conditions.
Hostile target.
That thing's busting through.
Spread out. Find the suspect. Drone, perform a search.
Bloody hell!
And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
Or maybe they just meant 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew into every crevice of the country. I mean, this is not just any old poll. We should say that this is not any poll. This is an official poll, right from the very heart of government. It's not a knock-off fake poll of an elderly couple of mangy-year-old sitting on the bench waiting to die. This is an official poll. So let's just put those official poll through an online translation in case you didn't study languages. Let's find out what it actually means. Made up lie. There we go. Glad to clear that up. I don't think it's fair to say entirely trust these official polls. They feed us. They could publish an official poll saying that over 99.9% of children are voiced for
Judgment is impaired, Sally. I'll make my own decisions.
I trust those polls as much as I would trust Mary Kelly if she came up to me and said, "Congratulations, Andy, you've just won a free holiday to the south of France in the back of this windowless van."
I think official polls are like the unsolicited dick pics that the government provides us. I didn't ask for it, I don't believe it, it's on an angle, you've artificially inflated it ahead of time, and anyone that falls for one deserves all the disappointment of trying to match it to reality. These polls are absolute rubbish, Andy. I read one the other day that said the plumbing in London was good, and it absolutely is not. I mean, well, we have this technology now where they can spy on my every bowel movement. There's a CTOS camera installed inside my underwear drawer. A media drone is scaring the birds off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistently hot water.
Speaking of media drones, I mean, they're everywhere, clearly. The great thing, I guess, about media drones is that, as in animal robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion, and dignity than the human journalists used to have to put up with, and a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz. And it's terrible for me with all these drones knowing I'm being filmed all the time, every day. I have to make sure I've done my hair and my makeup and wearing clothes that I've worn before. We all have the crosses to bear.
At this point, they've installed so many CTOS cameras, I'm not sure where they'll put the new ones. On top of the old ones, just cameras watching other cameras like a social media influencer.
piece of paper and a pen. Remember then? Paper and pen.